before expansion, there is examination. Before direction, definition. Yeah. I recalibrate before I accelerate. Separate impulse from what I cultivate. Years taught me clarity isn't loud. It's a private vow, not spoken proud. No fireworks under open skies, just sharpened thoughts behind my eyes. Emotion present, not suppressed, but filter tested, then expressed. I used to chase a louder frame, attach identity to name, but title shift and praise dissolves while inner structure evolves. Repetition built my spine, daily discipline refined, not glamorous, not headline worthy, but fundamentally sturdy. I learned restraint is not retreat, it's knowing when to not compete.
Energy conserved with care, apply with purpose, place with prayer.
No victim script, no grand complaint, no martyr pose, no false restraint. Just honest audit of the man and where I stand.
I align before I rise, calm intention in my eyes, not reactive, not confined, fully present, fully mine. I align, I redefine every border of my mind. Strength begins where I decide who I am inside.
There's no disguise, there's urgency. External scripts that burden me, they say expand at any cost, but I've seen men get quickly lost in borrowed dreams and borrowed tone, confusing hype with backbone. So I withdrew to reevaluate, interrogate what I created. My building out of fear, a purpose sharpened year by year. Is this ambition clean and clear, or ego needing to appear? I face the mirror without blame, accountability by name, no shame, no theatrical regret, just patterns I refuse to let repeat. Unchecked, redirect, integrity becomes effect, not theory spoken for display, but something living day to day. Pause, breathe, choose. Interior work is rarely seen, no spotlight on the in-between, but that's where architecture forms, where thought reforms and ego storms are quieted through steady thought, through lessons earned, not lessons bought. I carry losses without collapse, I integrate the past, no need to dramatize the scar. It shaped the man I are, becoming isn't loud ascent, it's disciplined development. So when I move beyond this room, it won't be fueled by impulse bloom, but anchored by a conscious starter, calibrated heart. No explosion at the gate, just readiness deliberate. I align before I rise, clear design behind my eyes, not chasing what the crowd defines. I build from discipline lines. I align, then I begin from the depth that lives within. Stretch begins where I decide who I am inside.
No noise, just Asia.
Uncertainty is not absence, it is awareness. The mind that questions has built something worth protecting.
I felt the tremor before the rise, a subtle pressure behind the eyes, a question forming without disguise. Am I prepared for larger size? Years ago I would interpret every doubt as proof I'm unfit. Now I see the pattern shift, it's evidence of what I lift. If nothing mattered, I feel no strain, no pulse accelerating in my brain. Anxiety is weight awareness, a signal of care, not weakness. The stakes increase because I grew, because I stepped into its true responsibility. Expands when opportunity demands, and doubt appears to test the claim. Not to extinguish flame, but to confirm the structure sound pound, yeah. Before I add another round, yeah.
Fear doesn't mean retreat, it means the ground beneath my feet is stretching past familiar lines.
of me from before who never reached beyond the door. Safe inside predictable lines, calling comfort, peace of mind. He felt no tremor in his chest because he never risked the test. No tension in the stagnant road, no expansion of the soul, but progress multiplies the scale with small mistakes can visibly fail. Visibility increases cost margin tight when ground is crossed. So yes, I feel the mind debate. Project outcomes calculate, but calculation isn't fear. It's clarity appearing clear. I scanned the path, adjust the aim without attaching shame to questions rising in my head. They sharpen what is said.
Assess,
Adjust,
advance,
yeah.
assess,
Adjust,
advance,
yeah.
assess,
Adjust,
advance,
yeah.
assess,
Adjust, yeah. Confidence is not the lack of scenarios that may attack. It's the trust that I can respond beyond the comfort I was on. I've studied loss, I mapped defeat. I felt the burn of incomplete projects buried, deals decline, moments that redefine. But every setback left a trace, a recalibrated pace, a deeper layer of informed control embedded in my role. So when uncertainty appears, it's echoing past years and stepping forward anyway. Despite the sway, I don't eliminate the doubt. I integrate it, let it route attention where refinement's due. That's what seasoned thinkers do. So if my pulse accelerates, it simply indicates I care enough to do it right, and that is strength of sight.
doubt is proof I'm stepping higher, fuel beneath controlled fire. Not a fracture in my frame, but friction feeding aim. Doubt is proof I'm fully in, growth against familiar skin. Not afraid of what I see, uncertainty refining me. If it didn't matter, I wouldn't feel it. So I move.
Yeah. I stripped the title from the spine, remove the timeline from the mind. Who am I without the art? Without the highlight in the dark? If memories curated threads, stitched from what was felt and said, and what's beneath the woven claim, the unnamed frame before the name. I question motive at the root, not just the action or the fruit. Was discipline born from fear? Clarity that settled here. Peel ambition from esteem, detach the outcome from the dream. If no one watched, would I persist? Does approval still exist? This hidden driver in disguise, behind composing steady eyes. I trace intention to its seed, interrogate desire and need. Not to shame what I became, but understand the flame. If I remove applause and doubt, what is the self about? If I dissolve the outer road, what stabilizes soul? Down in the core, below the form, beyond the narrative I perform. No defense, no costume war, just what survives when masks are torn down to the core, stripped of design. No borrow script, no borrow line. If everything else falls apart, what remains at heart? Beliefs inherited unnamed, habits subtly framed from rooms I didn't choose to end, from voices shaping in the center. What did I adopt as true before I even knew what fears were normalized as fact? What limits silently intact? I audit thought without excuse, reducing noise, produce a cleaner signal from within, where contradiction has been coexisting without consent. Never smoothly spent. I see the ego subtle art, protecting every fragile part, defending images refined to guard the unfinished mind. But growth requires exposure light to rewrite what I thought was right, not not self-destruction, not collapse, but structured mental labs to let outdated frames dissolve, so deeper truths evolve. Remove, reveal, rebuild. At the base there is no fame, no Leo status, no acclaim. Just breathing awareness paired, a witness quiet, lit, prepared to observe the rise of thought before it's shaped and sold and bought. In language, posture, tone, before it's claimed as own. The core is not dramatic flame, it doesn't scream aloud a name. Steady, spacious, undecorated, not inflated, not sedated. From here intention can be clean, less reactive, more serene. Choice unclouded by the need to satisfy and not a greed. I won't discard the man I built or drown in intellectual guilt. I integrate what I uncover, not reject oneself or another. Descent is not a fall from grace, it's clearing structural space. So when I rise again to speak, my words are anchored, not just sleep. Down to the core, I stand alone. No borrowed strength, no borrowed tone. What survives the inward storm becomes the truest form. Down to the core, then I ascend. Not to pretend, not to defend, but to express from deeper art, grounded heart. Layer by layer I remain. Time is assumed linear, memory disagrees. I remember outcomes before the cause, applause before the silent flaws, a future fear from childhood air, and know the doubt already there. Chronology bends when I reflect, events distort, intersect. What happened first, what mattered most, the present edits every ghost. Moments overlap in mind, past and now intertwined. A lesson learned at 32 recolors what I thought I knew at 17 with borrowed pride. The timeline doesn't stay aligned, it reshapes with every view, depending on what I outgrew. So what is truth inside recall? Is there sequence at all? Or just perception rearranged by who I become and how I've changed? If memory is reconstruction, what anchors my function? If time is fluid in my head, what holds the thread? Fragments drift but still connect through patterns I detect. Not straight lines, not clean design, but meaning drawn across time. Fragments shift yet still refine the architecture of the mind. Not fixed, not confined, but redefined. I revisit failure with new sight. What felt like loss becomes insight. I revisit praise once magnified. Now see the ego amplify the same event, a different frame. Experience updates the name. What I call betrayal then might read as distance now again. Not to excuse or overwrite, but to adjust the angle right. Time doesn't heal by mere delay, it heals when perspective shifts the way we store the impact in the chest. Integrate what we suppressed, I once believed consistency meant strict linearity, but growth revises earlier claims, rearranging internal games. The boy who feared abandoned, built independence as cement. The man who mastered solitude now opens up with gratitude. Same story, altered meaning, different lens for seeing. Pause, reframe, rename, reframe, rename. If time is narrative we craft, not fixed photograph, then I am author and revision, both decision and incision. I don't erase the flawed design or pretend the past was fine. I annotate it with new sight, context brings a different light. Continuity isn't frozen thread, It's coherence in how it's read across transition losses, gains across emotional terrain. So I released the need to prove that every stage was smooth. It wasn't, it was complex art, a shifting chart. And in that shifting I remain, not trapped in form of pain, but informed by what it meant. That structure bent. Fragments don't destroy the whole, they teach a deeper role. Meaning isn't in straight lines, it's in a way the mind refines. Fragments drift but still connect through patterns I detect. Not one path but layer rhyme. Experience redesigns time. Fragments shift yet still aligned within the conscious mind. Not frozen, not confined, but redefined. Sequences comfort, growth is revision. I continue. Oh, I continue. If I claim awareness, I claim consequence. Yeah. Study patterns, map the mind, trace the fractures I could find. Name the wounds and call them fate. Blame the timing, blame the weight. Blame the system, blame the tone. Blame the way I was alone. Blame the pressure, blame the pace. Blame the look on someone's face. Analysis became escape. Sharp intellect but soft in shape. Understanding why I fell didn't mean I stood up well in sight. Without applied decision, this philosophy in suspension. I dissected every scar, still didn't move the bar. No one forced my hesitation, no one signed my resignation. No one scripted every pause, I participated in my flaw. Silence is a choice as well, avoidance leaves a traceable smell. And even when I felt confined, I still negotiated with my mind. Awareness without execution is delayed evolution. If I see it, I must act. Though the knowledge fades to fact, I rebuild from what I own. No more blame thrown, every action, every tone. I atone, now with guilt that breaks the spine. Yeah, but design the structure where my word aligns with the line. Yeah, with the line. Responsibility isn't shame, it's clarity in the game. It's saying yes, that was me without collapse of vanity. It's recognizing subtle harm and passive tone. Folded arm, the half-truth told to stay intact. The delay called the overreact. Maturity is measured less by what we claim to address and more by where we intervene. Before the rupture scene, I can't control the full terrain. Markets where the loss of gain, but I control the inner gate. How I respond, not what I hate. I used to equate strength with stance, rigid pride and circumstance. Now strength is measured by repair, by how consistent I prepare. Preparation over pose, daily discipline that grows. Not dramatic, loud reform, but stable under storm. No witness needed, no applause required. Consistency is private fire. I reconstruct from simple bricks, habit, speech, and daily pics. Sleep on time, reply with care, show up fully, actually there. Integrity is rarely loud, it doesn't posture, doesn't crowd. It's alignment over weeks, and how the future speaks. If I promise, I deliver. If I falter, I consider just a pattern, not the blame. Refine the engine, not the name. Accountability is not self-attack, for every thought is calibrated on a ship with discipline, stewardship. The past explains but doesn't rule. Context informs but doesn't pull. The steering wheel is in my grip, even mid-relationship, even mid-career confusion, even mid-illusion. So I stop rehearsing insight and convert it into action. Reconstruction isn't loud, it's repeated traction. I rebuild from what I own. Foundation stone, and every choice I call my own. Grown, not perfect, not divine, but aligned. Responsibility by design, redefined.
Understanding was the entry. Hey. Ownership is the practice, huh?
Hey, I don't reach for you to hide. I don't stand here to divide my fractures into someone else's hands, or turn desire into demands. I've seen attachment dressed as care, seen fear pretend that it was prayer. Watch lonely men mistake the ache for something sacred they could take. I won't confuse intensity with depth of destiny. Won't call obsession loyalty or panic chemistry. If I step close, it's measured choice, not silence filled by louder noise. Not hunger posing as belief, not temporary relief. Love without control, heat without the burn. Two separate souls choosing to return. We don't merge to disappear. We stay defined but near. No change, no hidden fear, just clarity here. If I say I'm here, I stay, not drift away. Love is not escape, it's daily weight. You don't know me healing word. I won't weaponize or hurt. Your past is not a debt to pay. No minor script that you must play. We meet as equals, not as need. Not a savior, not a seed. Some unfinished childhood frame, trying to rename old pain. I can't admire without control. Desire while losing role. Space is not a threat to trust. It's proof the bond is just when you speak. I don't compete, I listen whole, I don't retreat. No scoreboard in the room, no silent sense of doom. Hey. Affection with backbone, softness with structure. Hands open, not empty. Love is not dramatic flame. It doesn't beg to be proclaimed. It's how I show up when I'm tired, when nothing flashy is required. It's calling back, it's standing firm. It's letting smaller noises turn into dialogue, not disdain. Into growth, not quiet strain. It's knowing I could walk away. It consciously decide to stay, not from fear of being alone, but from respect that has been grown. You are not my missing piece. You are presence, not release. It's two steady hearts in motion, slow, not rushing what we already know. We don't merge to disappear. We stay defined but near. No change, no hidden fear, just clarity here. Love is chosen, not imposed. Eyes wide, not closed. Not a rescue, not a role, but a disciplined soul. Love is contours, edges, space, and still it holds. The world is not my enemy, but it is not my mirror. Expectation is loud, discipline is quieter. Yeah, they measure worth in numbers flashed, quick applause that never lasts. Value framed in trending graphs, moments built for aftermath. I move different, steady spine. Not every stage is meant as mine. Noise is currency they trade. I invest in what will stay. Pressure comes in polished tone, smiling mass and sharpened loans. Every room's just a role. Every script implies a toll. I can play but not dissolve. I can adapt and still evolve. Participation isn't surrender. Boundaries make the mind defender. I don't reject the game, I just refuse to chain. I won't let pace define the architecture of my brain. Close enough to understand, far enough to stand. I walk inside the current without losing land. No war against the crowd, no need to shout. Tension is allowed. That's what growth's about. Comparison is subtle theft. Steals focus till there's nothing left. Scrolling through curated peaks, forgetting what my rhythm speaks. The highlight reel is not my path. Different soil, different math. I won't inherit someone's speed or plant ambition as a weed. Critique arrives in coded lines, disguised as help shaped by designs. Some project what they couldn't be. Call it inside generously. I filter input, keep the goal, release the rest without a hole. Not defensive, just aware. Open mind, but structured care. Breath steady, eyes level. No rush to answer every echo. Silence is not weakness, it's calibration. Society pulls from every side. Consume, perform, compete, decide. But I won't fragment into trends or bend my values just to blend. Belonging doesn't mean erasing. Confidence is quiet pacing. I contribute, I don't conform. I stay adaptive in the storm. Responsibility in public view means what I say and what I do align beyond a private frame. Integrity without a claim. I can collaborate and lead without attachment to the need for constant validation. Streams are building long deliberate beams. Close enough to understand, far enough to stand. I walk inside the current without losing land. Tension isn't threat, it's sharp in sight. I don't need to fight to keep my light. The whirlpool, I adjust, not against it, not consumed. Aligned on my terms.
Elevation is not noise, it's alignment. Woo! Yeah. One. Years in the layering, pressure and tempering errors remembered and rendered as lettering. Lost and converted to structural elements. Lessons embedded in daily development. No sudden leap, no theatrical rise. Study the field before I advise. Energy ration, attention precise. I don't chase moments, I sharpen the knife. Repetition refine my reflex. Calm in a complex context. Not reacting for optics. I respond from a long-term process. There's power in patience practice. In habits aligned with actions. Ambition controlled elastic. Expansion without being frantic. The climb is internal first. External shifts come second. I don't announce the growth. You see it when I step. I rise in increments. Discipline increments. No spectacle required, just evidence. The higher I aim, the calmer I breathe. Pressure reveals what I already believe. They chase ignition and quick ascension. I build endurance and long retention. Moment emerge through micro decision. Daily precision, clear supervision. Vision adjusted but never abandoned. Strategy shaped by where I've been standing. No random sprint, no ego expansion. Every move mapped to a wider expansion. I'm not in competition with shadows. Not threatened by temporary halos. What's meant to last was growing phases. Not an impulsive flashes of greatness. Elevation measured in trust. In who relies when system adjusts. Quietly scaling internal capacity. Not chasing applause or inflated vanity. Venus, scan horizon. Calibrate. Continue. Yo, confidence now feels different. Less about proving existence, more about stable persistence. Align with resistant distance. I've seen how ego collapses when built on external reactions. I anchor in self-constructed traction. Move through distraction with balance. Every plateau is preparation. Every restraint is acceleration. I don't confuse stillness with stagnation. Install kinetic concentration. The peak will arrive when ready. I won't force what isn't steady. My structure holds its own weight. Built to endure what's heavy. I rise in increments.
There's disciplined increments, no spectacle required. There's evidence. When the moment calls, I won't need to shout. Strength is established before it's announced. The rising increments. There's disciplined increments, no spectacle required. There's evidence. When the moment calls, I won't need to shout. Strength is established before it's announced. The ground feels different now. Not because it changed, because I did. Next, reapply.
Alignment confirmed. No excess. No hesitation. Everything gauged. All parts synchronized, mind optimized. Years crystallized in how I decide. No scattered drive, no fractured aim. Every intention refined by flame. Pressure applied but internally steered. Nothing impulsive survives in here. I don't erupt, I execute. Sharp and resolute. The margin is thin, where vision meets risk. I calculate impact before I commit. Not driven by hunger for spectacle wins, but hunger to master the state I'm in. Precision replaces the need for applause. Results speak fluent without a cause. When structure and instinct finally merge, that's when controlled expansion emerges. No chaos in my ride. No chaos in my ride. No panic in my tone. No panic in my tone. The summit isn't conquered, it's grown. Everything clicks, nothing forced. Energy focused, trajectory source. Peak condition, fully aware. No wasted motion, no scattered air. Oh, no scattered air. No scattered air. This isn't luck, it's laid design. Decisions aligned over discipline time. I trim the doubt, refine the doubt, turn uncertainty inside out. Where are the sprint for sudden acclaim? I study the pattern beneath the game, understanding the system without being known. Present in power, but self-defined, grown. Execution clean like engineered thought. No need to posture for what I bought. Integrity welded into the frame. I don't inflate, I sustain. Maximum output, minimum noise. Strategic deployment of practice poise. If you feel the shift, it's subtle but clear. I've been preparing for years. Steady pulse, clear sight, breath stable. Now apply. Peak doesn't mean permanent height. It means full access to earned insight. Capacity tested, response precise. Operating far beyond old advice. No ego surge, no reckless claim. The fire burns but stays contained. I lead by example, not by degree. Consistency over intensity. This is the moment where craft meets will, where learned restraint becomes distilled. Nothing exaggerated, nothing denied, just calibrated, power applied. And when this chapter closes out, I won't collapse from hollow doubt, because the beat was never love, it was built brick by brick through trust. Everything clicks, nothing forced. Energy focused, trajectory source. At maximum range, still under control. All the way, no waste, body and soul. No scattered air. Yeah, 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 yeah. No scattered air. Yeah, 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 yeah. Peak achieved. Not the end. Integration complete. Now, we carry it forward.
together not to forget. But to connect. Out on a ride to escape my weight, I rival where the load I take. Work completed, promises kept, debts of effort already met. Now I enter a different field where posture softens but value stay sealed. Handshake firm, eye contact steady, spirit relaxed but mind still ready. Laughter layered with subtle respect, conversations built on intellect. No records, noise, no hollow display, just earned exhale at the close of the day. Glass raised not for indulgence spree, but gratitude for continuity. We celebrate breath, we celebrate growth, the unseen battles we carry close. This is not excess, this is balance restored. Rest is a duty when discipline stored. We gather in light, intentions clear. No running from life, we're fully here. Joy with structure, grace in play. Rest as part of the workday. We gather in light, intentions clear. No running from life, we're fully here. Joy with structure, grace in play. Rest as part of the workday. Music weaving through mature exchange, share perspectives that rearrange. Stories told without exaggeration, success discussed without inflation. I listen more than I declare. Confidence, quiet, presence aware. Respect circulates through subtle cues. Nothing to force, nothing to prove. The rhythm moves but doesn't control. I move with it, I keep my role. Feet grounded in who I became, even while smiling inside the frame. Celebration isn't denial of pain, it's proof resilience remains. We honor the effort, the steady climb, then toast to another disciplined time. No mess, no mess, no mess, no mess, just early. Yeah. Tomorrow will turn to design, responsibility still aligned. But tonight I acknowledge the span between the task and the human community. Built without losing self, share wealth and perspective, not material shelf. Connection chosen, not dependency. Presence without losing identity. This is how grown men unwind. Clean spirit, composed in mind. Not drifting far from who we are, just shining where we are. We stand, celebration that's structured grace. Joy with the grounded balanced pace. We don't forget the road we tread, we honor it, then rest our head. We gather in light, intentions clear. No running from life, we're fully here. Joy with structure, grace in play. Rest as part of the workday. We gather in light, reach other tomorrow. Joy with structure, grace in play. Rest as part of the life. Return tomorrow, stronger, because we allowed ourselves to breathe. In the furnace of focus and form, reforming the norm without chasing the storm. Every refinement designed in the dark now sparks in the arc of a fully drawn mark. No scattered ambition, no frenetic display, just calibrate a strength on display. I studied the structure, adjusted the frame, built patience into the hunger for flame. This is the moment precision appears. Lay your decisions that steal through years. Nothing accidental, nothing extreme, just discipline sharpened into a beam. When instinct and intellect finally fuse, there's nothing to prove and nothing to lose. The pressure applied becomes proportion, growth evolving from pure resolution. Not loud, not wild, just fully aware. All parts connected, power engaged, clarity perfect.
my refined line. The field is wide, but the aim is tight. No scatter shine, just focus light. Strategy woven through every breath. Confidence quiet, untouched by death. Execution clean like sharpened code. Carry weight, but light on the road. No empty roar, no shallow claim. My presence alone shifts the game. Years of restraint become release. Ordered intensity, controlled increase. If you feel the rise, it's subtle and deep. Built from foundations, I chose the key. Yeah. Breathe and hold, apply, go. This is the crest where design meets will, where practice calm turns lethal skill. Not harm, but impact carved in space. Precision anchored in steady pace. No ego spite, no blind ascent. Just full consent to the strength I've lent. Aligned inside, so the outside bends. Without breaking what it defends. Peak isn't chaos, it's structured height. Vision expanded, but grounded sight. I stand in range of my fullest span, and not louder, simply a larger man. And when this surge completes its arc, I won't collapse back into the dark, because power controlled is power retained, and maximum alignment remains. All parts connected, power engaged, clarity perfected, energy stay, maximum output, steady control, force with intention, holding hard. No explosion, no collapse, just integration, carry forward. Just breathe. Just awareness.
I've walked through seasons that shape my frame. Loss and gain without naming blame. Built from repetition, choice by choice. Learning restraint gave weight to my voice.
Not every dream remained in view. Some dissolved but reveal what's true. What stays is character, carved by strength that survives both sun and rain.
I don't deny the cost I paid, no glorify the plans that frayed. I carry both in balance, hands understanding what endurance demands. Maturity isn't the absence of vague, it's knowing which road you choose to take. The past isn't chain, it's woven, thread integrated into what lies ahead.
No need to shout, no need to prove. I've grown through. Stay, not through move. I stand at the edge of an earned horizon, not chasing applause, not seeking prize. Calm in my pulse, clear in my sight, holding my day, honoring night. Everything lived becomes my guide. Nothing to lie, nothing to hide.
The world keeps turning with complex design. Praise and doubt both cross the line. Reputation fades, trust remains. Built in the quiet of daily strains.
I learned that love is chosen care. Presence offered because you're there. Not dependency, not control, but steady warmth that strengthens the soul.
Responsibility shaped my spine. Discipline refined the line. Ambition tempered into grace. Not frantic chase, but conscious pace. I celebrate bright, accept regret. Carry the lessons I won't forget. The measure of life isn't constant when it's depth of character held within.
Breathe in, breathe out. Continue, continue.
If tomorrow comes with heavier weight, I'll meet it steady, not fueled by hate. If joy arrives, I'll let it stay. Without demanding it obey.
I've learned that power is quiet when true, grounded in what I choose to do, and meaning grows where effort stays in ordinary repeated days.
standing carved in gold. It's a story living slowly told. No final boast, no curtain call. Just gratitude for having it all. The loss, the gain, the doubt, the climb, the patient build across long time. Life as it is, complex and wide, and I remain aligned inside.
I stand at the edge of an earned horizon, not chasing applause, not seeking prize. Calm in my pulse, clear in my sight, holding my day, honoring life. Everything lived becomes my guide. Nothing denied, nothing to hide. No fame, no fame, no spectacle, just fun.